Hey, this is DM Alan. Thanks for joining us once again for another week of awesomeness. Let's just get it started.
Recently, our party made it to Cholt.
You make it to Port Nyanzaru by dusk, and what you see is this is a very big city, and nobody is here.
The party headed down to the city and kicked zombie butt.
And they just burn, they sizzle up and disappear. There is no undead outside the gates.
Leaving the town, seeking Omu or the Soulmongerer, the party came across a strange floating island.
It is floating hundreds of feet above a swampy area, and on top of this heart of stone is a petrified tree.
Inside, they found a lich with some key clues to how to find the Mongerer.
From what I understand, the only way you're going to be able to get to the Soulmonger, because of your current state, is probably with the help of the trickster gods.
The party continues to head towards Omu, but what is that on the horizon?
So, you all are traveling from the heart of Ubtao. And, let's see, how many days is it? It's about a 16-hour flight, based on your map and how fast you guys have been traveling as of late. And, so you guys bamf back to the ship. About 6 or so hours goes by as you're traveling, and off in the distance you see this big red blob, a lot like the red blob that you saw just before the Baylor fight. And it is getting nearer to the ship. It's traveling. It's kind of like, you know, a train leaves from Chicago, another train leaves from Sacramento. They're heading towards themselves or each other. You know, when are they going to meet? You guys are heading towards each other.
Collision course.
What do you do?
Jog south at Omaha.
We ram our ship into whatever it is and destroy it.
I tell the ship to stop moving. Basically, I tell Lucky to stop the ship.
Okay.
And I shout out to the crew, like, prepare yourself. Something is coming this way. Don't let them destroy my ship. And I start flying toward the blob.
Okay.
Bye!
Bye! Does anybody else want to join in with anything?
AJ's probably happy where he's at.
I just make my way to the upper deck, and I guess I'll activate my wings before we get into combat.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just going to be on the top deck waiting.
How big is this blob?
It's pretty far out there, but
And we can still see it.
and you
So
can still
big.
see it on the horizon. So it's pretty big. As you guys travel towards each other, the blob starts getting bigger and bigger, to the point where you're starting to see these huge, like, sinewy, bone-like bat wings flapping to keep this bulbous body aloft. And it's you're estimating now at this point, it's probably like 15 feet wide. Pretty big.
I drink one of the potions to make myself
Okay.
larger. Yeah.
All right.
I tell the students to go below decks
Okay.
and ready my broom.
Okay.
Then I hop off the side of the ship and drop 60 feet.
All right.
Am I stupid enough to drink Alchemist's one of the cheap potions?
I don't know. Are you?
I think Kinian is.
I think he is
I mean,
too.
you've drank
don't-
potions that do random shit and then continued to drink said batch of potions.
I'm gonna do 50-50. I do not drink a
At this point, yeah, I don't think he's stupid enough, but
Reckless?
whether he's reckless enough, that's what it is, because he knows one of them makes him blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he already drank that one.
Yeah,
There could be more.
You can't have duplicates.
I don't know how to identify them, even though their names are written on them.
How many of those do you have left?
Like 34.
All right.
Enough to be dangerous.
All right. So you guys are heading towards this blob, and let's roll some initiative here. Your NPC friends are going to probably head down with the students to protect them or what have you. Is there any one or two people? I won't allow more than two that you want in this fight.
I'd say the Asimar and
Yeah, Devo and
Asmodeus.
Okay.
They can fly.
Kinian, you are flying at it, and as you do, it gets closer and closer, and you see this ringed head. It's got like this horse-like skull for a head and horns. Let me pull up what he looks like.
You hear over the bracer to the rest of the individuals, all you guys. This dude's ugly.
Yeah, I was thinking that was gonna be Orcus. Okay.
All right. So, what's up?
Reminder, I've got 1,000-foot range.
Yeah.
That's why I was joking that you don't mind.
Yeah. Yep. Kinian, as you start seeing this, this bulbous form is being held aloft by these sinewy wings, and it's flying with this giant staff-like thing in its hand. There's a gem at the end that's glowing, and you see like it's almost raining flesh as with each flap, bits of flesh like slide off, like slip off and drip to the ground.
Oh hell no!
Hundreds and 100 feet below, and then all of a sudden it disappears.
Ruh-roh.
He gone?
Everybody else, you see this figure splits the difference now between the ship and Kinian. It has teleported between Kinian and the ship, and it continues to flap forward. All right, let's go ahead and do your shot, Manette, and then we will get initiative down.
Good thing it's a sneak attack, because I
I
rolled a 1.
believe he will die.
So this yellow die,
Uh-huh.
I rolled a whopping 2 times. That was the replacement for the die that rolled 92 times.
Oh my god.
So, not great.
Not doing great.
31 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Had to think about it. That's not good.
33 points of damage.
All right.
Some thunder, some piercing. All magic.
And it looks like the bullet just kind of like slogs through the flesh. Usually it's like a good hard punch, and you almost feel it in your heart, but it just kind of like through the rotting flesh here.
That's gross.
Yeah, it's real gross. All right, let's see here.
Is he far away enough to do pre-combative actions or no?
Yeah, what do you want to?
Just poof angelic.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Angelic.
think everybody's got more than enough time to do any
Yeah.
buffs or preps that you might want to do.
I would begin teleporting back to the ship with my
Okay.
bracer.
Yep.
Once
sounds
Kenyon
good.
teleports back, I would bless Kenyon, Bon, and
Well, are you going to see him, though, if he teleports back? Because he
Cute.
went below deck.
I'd be running back up. So it just
Yeah.
depends on how much time we have.
He's got enough
pre-initiative.
time at this point.
I'm lurking in the shadow of the ship.
Yeah, that makes sense. Basically, I'd be like flying back up out of the ship and like going right back out toward him. Like, shit. Didn't he just leave?
He teleports again. You're like, God damn it!
Fuck.
All right, so Kinian, what's your
17.
Keo?
22.
Bon?
21.
21. Nice. Manette?
Blackjack.
13.
13. 10.
12.
12. All right. Keo. This beast is at a fairly long range. You can hit it with a distance spell, something in the 150 range if you have something like that.
What about anything in the 120 range?
Yeah. Yep. I'm
Okay.
cool with that.
Then I'm going to cast the old Warlock's favorite. And I'm going to pew 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 him as 3 bolts of eldritch energy fire forth from my staff that I'm holding as a jousting lance. And I'm repelling blasting him. That would be a 17, a 21, a 19, and a 12 to attack.
Okay. 1 hit.
1 hit.
Yep.
He is pushed back 10 feet as he takes 7 force damage.
Bond's turn. Bond, you see this winged creature just kind of like almost like pushes back real quick, and you hear like this growling shout as it tries to regain its momentum. What do you do?
I follow Keo's suit and blast it eldritchly.
Do you have repelling blast?
I don't, no. So here, 24 and 23. 24 and 23 hit.
Yep.
I'm gonna guess a 12 doesn't.
No. Nope.
And a 16 doesn't. Alright, well, 2 of them hit. So that's... Do I get to add my radiant on top of spells, or just...
Yes.
Okay. 12 force, 17 radiant.
All right. Next is going to be Kinian.
I'm gonna rage, and I imagine at this point, like I'm visually from a combat perspective, like I flew out and started heading out to meet him, but I probably only made it like 40 feet out from the ship or something like that. So he's probably
Yeah, he's you're
I can't
about
get to
halfway.
him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm gonna move forward a little bit, and I reach up, and a javelin pops out into my hand, and throw it. And 11 plus a lot. Yeah, I hit. But it's not magical, and I hit him for, ouch, 10 points of non-magical damage.
10 points of non-magical damage. So he has it sticking out of his body, and like so the spear like and like lands right in one of his pecs, and then like it just kind of starts sliding off and just tumbles out of the wound. The wound seems to be just as grotesque. It must have hit like just a part of flesh that was already falling off. It doesn't seem to have affected him at all.
That's gross.
I'm kind of just there floating in place, and I scream out, "Death is not welcome here."
Except when we dish it out.
Manette?
Forgot to hide earlier.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hide now.
Okay.
24 stealth.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna shoot him.
All right.
Is he aware of me?
No.
23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That's a good. 48 points of damage.
Holy shit, nice. You guys have almost done 100 points of damage before he gets to act. 10.
I'm gonna use my one level 9 spell slot to cast Fireball.
Level 9 spells already?
Just one spell slot.
Just one.
I'm level
Already,
17.
it's level 17.
Yeah.
I think he's immune to fire,
Well, but I'm fire elemental, so.
but that doesn't overcome immunity, right? Just resistance, I thought.
Continue it. Continue on.
Could be wrong.
14 dex.
Enough.
That fails.
Yeah, I kind of figured. And you overcome resistance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Sweetie's only resistant.
Yep. That's impressive, actually. That's like one of the few that isn't like immune.
Maybe
That's
because he's all
odd.
undeady.
Yeah. Well, he's already
You're
a brute.
cauterizing all of this rotten flesh that's falling off of him.
Oh god, now it just smells like hamburger.
Now it just smells.
18, 28, 30, 48 fire damage.
All right. Excellent. Yeah, so Kenyon, in front of you, you see this red pinpoint dot, like just kind of over your shoulder, and as it impacts Orcus, who is, it's very obviously Orcus at this point, it just explodes in this ball of fire. And you see him, and he gets knocked back a little bit in the air, and you see his wings just, and then he starts pushing forward again. You see like charred and burned meat. He smells kind of like a really bad Orcish barbecue. Like, you know, when your uncle would put something on and completely forget about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That's
glad
a
you
thing.
hadn't gotten all the way to Orcus, so
Yeah.
I could use Fireball.
Oh, all right. It is Asmodeus's turn. Asmodeus is going to go. He says, "Shit," and let's see.
That's a good sign.
Right?
Yeah, and he turns into his demonic Aasimar looking form, or more demonic Deva looking form. The plated armor. He looks a lot like a demonic Spartan. And he points his finger out, and when he does, this black smoke like curls around his forearm and starts culminating at his finger point. It shoots out towards Orcus and surrounds him, and then bursts into embers. And let's see, makes a dexterity save.
Give him the smoky finger.
And he is going to succeed, and we'll get the dice roller for that because that's 10d8.
Fair enough.
He casts nauseous gas, but then Tin's flames set it alight.
There's this dope ass spell called Incendiary Cloud. 10d8, level 8 spell.
I'm happy I'm
Yeah,
not
but-
in melee range.
Sounds like it's a area of effect though.
Yeah, it is. Yep, 20 foot radius.
It's like Fireball, but not for crappy characters.
But
Yeah.
not for crap.
Yep. All right, and he does.
You guys suck.
He does 49 points of damage. And next is going to be Devo.
Is the effect big enough that now we don't see him as clearly?
Yeah. So he is obscured. Let's see. Field save. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Till he
All right,
moves through it.
and then let's see. So Devo's gonna be like, Minette, hit him again.
29 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Probably don't get sneak attack though.
No.
41 points of
Alright.
damage.
Does he get to use the superiority die as well for damage?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
At a
so
D.
1d10.
Nice.
Boo.
1.
Okay, so what was the total?
42.
42. Hey, good number. Holy balls. You guys have done, like, insane amounts of damage. And Orcus is still just flying towards you. So you guys are... you guys see this floating being in front of you, and it, like, pulls up the wand, and... let's see. It is going to...
He has disadvantage against everyone except for me because I hit him with a javelin.
Oh,
while I was
okay.
raging.
Okay. Let me consult.
Just as a FYI.
Everybody on the ship, I need you to make a... let's see, what kind of save is it? Constitution saving throw, please.
No, I'm not on the ship. I'm below it. Would I still be affected?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a pretty huge area.
I realize,
Yeah,
like,
I would expect that something that would be area of effect for the ship would.
I'm the only one not on the ship.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
yeah, I realized around, like, when Manette was shooting again, I'm like, fuck, I didn't get off the ship.
Yep.
What the heck? I'll use the big one. Good. Oh, big die, you failed me.
Not a good day for my dice.
No.
Everyone has resistance to whatever the damage is.
Nice.
2 dice in the fuck off bag. 1 hour.
Good day. Good day.
I rolled a 6, so I have a 14.
That's a good modifier.
All right, saves are one of my good saves.
You failed.
I had a 22.
Okay. You're good.
Really?
Oh, I fail.
You fail.
I got an 11.
15?
Yeah, you fail too.
Okay.
So everybody but Bon takes
Half of whatever he's about to tell us.
37 points of damage. Bon, you quarter that.
18.
Okay.
So
9 for
what
Bon.
type of damage is it?
Necrotic.
So
this-
I
Bond
feel
takes 1/8.
yeah.
Well,
No, he takes 9 points.
you don't get to double resistance, do you?
No. So how it works
you're
is
right.
you. Yeah. Yep.
You're right.
Because I was already resistant to
Yeah.
necrotic.
I feel like death coming upon me. I feel like I'm at least 12.
Yeah.
What happened?
Cobalt.
The wand that he's wielding starts turning like green on the end, and it shoots like this necrotic green energy at the ship, and it explodes into the spherical burning of necrotic energy. He casted a circle of death.
Dibs on the wand, by the way.
That's what Keo says.
Do I hear that over?
12.
What's that?
Probably
on that
bigger
wand.
than you.
Do you say it over the ring?
Yeah, you hear it. I feel
I hear
12 dibs on the wand.
All right, and he seems like he is. He seems like he's got like the flesh just keeps coming, almost like what you've taken off is not. It's coming back. He's healing. It seems.
The rotty flesh is being replaced by new rotty flesh.
Yep. Yeah.
He's like a fountain of rotty flesh that's always sloughing off.
And he is going to use his at will as well, and is going to teleport onto the ship. So he teleports and he lands right near the furnace and is on the ship. Now you see like the grotesque, all the nasty just like dropping off of him, and he says, "Welcome to pain." And it is now Keo's turn.
Students are gonna have to scrub for weeks to get all that
Long
rotten
time.
flesh off.
Long time.
So, well, I'm going to zip up so I can out from under the ship to just at the deck level, and then quicken an Eldritch Blast, followed by an Eldritch Blast.
You're just like, nope, push him off the ship.
Pretty much, yeah. Because I know by King of the Hill rules. The only way you can win. Oh, I got a crit.
2 crits.
I got 3 crits.
Wait, 3?
I
Holy
got
shit.
3 crits, a 1, an 8, and a 10. So
that evens out.
yeah. So
He just missed once then, probably.
so does a 19 hit?
19 misses.
Oh.
So I hit 3 times.
They're all crits.
Holy shit.
So,
Really,
So
he
that-
hit 6 times.
so that pushes him 30 feet towards
Alright.
the side of the ship, narrow way,
Yep.
trying to push him overboard.
Yep.
And
He's right up on the edge.
somebody want to roll me? You have a dice roller?
Yeah. What do you need?
Yeah, 60-10.
33, which is pretty good.
Oh, bigger thing is I push him off the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not quite. I come zooming up, just past the railing, level the staff at him, and it's like a machine gun. But since I'm doing it with one hand, since I'm holding on to the broom,
Yeah.
it's just like,
That's awesome. All right.
get off my ship.
It like stumbles
Get off my
back,
plane.
and as it stumbles back, it casts a swirling cylinder of necrotic energy around Tin. It is about 60 feet tall and a 10-foot radius. It is no bueno.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I've never heard of that spell.
There isn't. It's not actually a spell. It's just a legendary action that he has.
He can legendarily kill you.
Bon.
I position myself so that I can continue Kyo's push and then push him. Hopefully.
With your monk moves.
Fist of Unbroken, get off my ship.
All right. 16.
He doesn't make it.
Wow. Interesting. All right. Nice.
Finally, it does good things.
I mean, he can still fly, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's funny. All right, so he goes 20 feet back
Okay.
and takes a good amount of
Not bad. Did you add your holy to that too?
And your Colossus Slayer.
I think that might be weapon attacks.
Yeah, that's a weapon.
oh, okay.
28.
But you're a monk. Fists
45 total damage.
45?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
has
Excellent.
fist in the spell name, so it is his fist, right?
Nice.
How I've always imagined it is Bond like swings, even
Yeah.
though he's really far away, and just yeah, and then the air like goes poosh
Yeah.
from his fist. and
Fuck
hits
yeah.
things.
And when you do that, that cylinder of concentrated air like blows into his stomach, and you can see for just a moment like these writhing bodies inside of his stomach as the flesh starts to like melt back together, and you push him off the ship, and he regains what he can in the air. Hey everyone, I'm DM Allen, and thank you so much for joining us once again on Roll with Advantage. This is Season 3, Episode 19. Thank you so much for being a listener, and thank you for telling your friends about us. We have noticed an increase in listenership, and it is absolutely fantastic. And if you are new to the show, welcome. If you haven't already, go check us out on Twitter at DM's Table or over on Facebook at The DM's Table. If you want to help support the show, the best way is to tell people about us. So go out there, shout it from the rooftops. Just be careful up there. Don't trip. In fact, just don't go up to the rooftops. Just shout it at people. And point them over to our socials. Thank you also to our patrons. You guys are absolutely fantastic. If you want to help support the show financially, keeping us on the internet and hosted and all the good things, please go check out our Patreon at patreon.com/SoundEffectsPlus.
DMs table. It is there that you'll find really cool tiers. We have all sorts of great little things for each of the tiers, and our patrons get access to exclusive patron-only channels over on our Discord. Speaking of our Discord, hit us up on our socials for access to the Discord. We'll send you a link and you can join in and get right into the conversation where you can talk about the show or any sort of nerdy thing whatsoever. We've got some really cool people in there, and you can interact with people from Roll with Advantage. So hit us up over on Twitter or Facebook and I'll hook you up. Also, while you're over on Facebook, go check out Standing Stone's workshop. You can also check her out on YouTube, and she does absolutely fantastic miniature paintings, and they are really, really cool. I really like this one that she did of a druid. You'll see the video. It is really gorgeous. The way she uses color and the end product is just absolutely fantastic, and I love watching her process. So go check her out on YouTube or on Facebook. Just search for Standing Stone's workshop. All right, now it's time to talk about this week's sponsor. This week's sponsor is Audible. Audible is an amazing audiobook platform with over 180,000 books to choose from. Now, if you want to support the show and try this really, really cool platform, go to audibletrial.com/RWA. It's there where you will get access to 2 free audiobooks, access to select Audible originals, and a 30-day free trial to one of the best audiobook platforms there is. Go check that out. It's audibletrial.com/RWA. All right, I'm going to throw it over to Adam for this week's recommendation.
Hey, nerds and D&D aficionados. This week, I want to tell you about a book that AJ suggested I check out, and I instantly fell in love with it. I can't hardly ever stop listening to it. It's getting in the way of chores, it's getting in the way of my commute to work. I just can't stop listening. Superpowers is a book exploring an X-Men-like reality in which people have developed superpowers. Although not everyone has the power to control their extra special talent. Can a group of these genetically modified powards who have had control thrust into their lap stand against the regular supers, or will it all prove too much to handle? Catch up with these silly college students today in Superpowers Year 1 by Drew Hayes and narrated by Kyle McCarley.
Thank you, Adam. And if you don't like the book, hit us up on our social. I'll get you our Discord link and you can complain about it in our book reading section. All right, now let's talk about Incompetech.com. Incompetech.com is a really, really cool website where you can get amazing audio scores. What I love about Incompetech.com is the ease of use to find what you need. So like when we're going through the podcast and we're looking for certain moods, we just plug those in as cloud tags and boom, tracks show up and we can start listening to them and seeing if what is in those scores is going to work for the podcast. And you can do that very same thing for personal stuff as well. Like if you need something just really good to listen to for like work or prepping for anything like that, I highly recommend them. Go check out their website. It's Incompetech.com. All right, let's get back to the episode, and I will see you out on the internet. Bye, guys.
Are the death clouds dissipated?
No.
Okay.
And after your turn, Bon, he casts Chill Touch on Tin. Tin, you
Well, I'm
need...
flattered that he thinks I'm the most
Clearly.
dangerous.
Let's see here. So,
Be
Ghastly.
4d8 damage.
Yep. I'm trying to figure out if there's a save.
It's an attack roll.
Oh, it is? Okay.
A skeletal
have-
hand will grab onto her and prevent her from healing until...
If it's attack, yeah, I have my Dissolution, Cloak of Dissolution.
Okay.
Plus, you would have disadvantage from me as well, even if your cloak failed you. The barb goods.
20?
I have 19.
Oh, okay.
Well, it just barely touches. He reaches out with his hand, and as he does, it detaches from his body, and it goes and grips you by the throat.
48
Gross.
necrotic,
Chill touch.
which you'll take half the damage because resistance.
Nope. You take 18 points of damage straight. He has resistance, but you are inside of this cloud of necrotic
it's
energy,
amplifying it.
which amplifies the damage.
Okay.
Well, at least he didn't double it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Kinian.
How far is he from me?
You are not going to be able to reach him in your movement, even if you double moved. Think of like
What if he teleports back
That's
to
an
the ship?
action.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fly 40 feet toward him.
Okay.
At this point, I'm going to try to like fly above the ship. Like I know at this point he's ignoring me and just going for something on the ship, so I'm going to try to get in his way.
okay.
And with 40 movement, how close am I to him?
What are you looking to do?
I want to know if I'm within 30 feet so that I can throw my great axe.
Of him?
or not.
No, it's going to be too far.
Okay. Then another javelin pops out of my quiver on
Okay.
my back, and I will toss it.
All right.
And 30 to hit. And I forgot last time, but is the Potion of Growth essentially giving me 1d4 additional damage?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Because it,
It would make sense.
yeah.
Is everyone still blessed, or did you lose?
Oh, yeah.
I need to roll my concentration.
I forgot
I
to
have
roll
advantage
my
on that
bless.
now, though, with Warcaster, I think.
I might have pushed him.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
had 19.
More feet.
You probably would have.
16 non-magical,
Okay.
like javelin just into him.
Yeah. He just rolls with the punch to no effect.
I have advantage on con saving throws
Yep.
to maintain my concentration.
Yep, you need to roll. She
Just
took
one
18
more, or-
points, so
18 and 18. You've got 2 to make.
You got to
Two
get
to make.
10. You have
Yeah.
to roll 10.
you should be fine.
And when nice. I hit him with the spear and I scream out, "Face me!" He's just like ignoring the big blobby barbarian.
Oh, yeah.
I want to have you meet my ex.
You guys could be best friends.
14 for my second one.
Okay. All right, so you maintain concentration. It is now Minette's turn. Minette, he's behind you at this point. You whip around with your rifle. What do you do?
I run away and reload.
Yeah, fuck.
I'm gonna hide
All right.
at a whopping 22.
Get out.
All right.
He's trying.
All right. So you're hiding, and you see Orcus just like following your every step.
Yeah.
Tin, your turn.
I want to use Radiance of the Dawn. Am I within 30 feet of Orcus?
You can be. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. So you run up towards them.
Yeah.
All right. So you run up to the edge of the ship and towards the railing, and you're outside of the necrotic area now. And you cast Radiance of the Dawn. You almost like hit the ballast there, and as you hit it, like this radiant light just explodes out from you.
I have pretty dramatically awesome timing. He needs to make a con save.
He is gonna be just fine. It's like a 30-something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, con.
16 and 17, 33.
33 damage.
And then
half.
halved, so
Uh,
16. Radiant.
All right.
Is it safe to say at this point, with her moving and me trying to get closer to him, that Tin's at least within 30 feet of me? Like,
Yes. Yeah.
like,
Yep. So essentially she's split the difference between you
Yeah.
two. Yep.
okay.
Yep. Exactly. Asmodeus is going to attempt a banishing smite.
Nice.
Let's see.
It's a level 5 paladin spell. It adds a good chunk of damage, and if the mob's health is low enough, they're automatically banished. There's no
Oh.
save.
Yeah.
Okay, because, I was thinking at my banishment, but I was like, well, he probably can save against that.
No, if the mob's like under
But for the smite of
80 or 50 health, something like that, the smite effect will automatically banish.
But yeah,
no
so
save.
it's better than just a banishment spell.
So he runs up and he attacks with his banishing smite, and is might hit.
If he were to die and not yet be revived before we turn the Soulmonger back on, that would probably wipe him.
I think they were just returned to the 9 hells when they die.
They do.
Oh, okay.
The
Yep,
Soulmonger
or
being
the
on would
abyssal
trap
plane.
the soul here
Okay.
rather than going back to the abyssal plane.
Yeah. He is going to. Actually, he's going to hit, and that is a lot of damage. 24 points of damage.
Good job, Asmodeus.
Well, that's in addition to his weapon attack.
Yeah. That's a good call out. Let's see what his weapon does. His weapon is a scepter, and it's 78 plus 7.
Yeah. Because he only rolled the spell damage.
All right, 27 then extra. He is looking rough.
Was his health low enough to get
No, 50 points is what it is
Yeah.
to ban. Devo is going to. She says 10, blast him, and you gain a attack action.
I'm gonna try Guiding Bolt. Ooh. That's gonna be a 28 to hit, I think.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. So, let's see. Level 6 Guiding is 66.
And you get to add, I think, a
D8.
D10. What? D10.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're right.
Why am I adding that?
Because it's a superiority die. It's something that she's got.
Oh, I see what you're
Devo's
Yeah,
attack
Devo's
makes
thing.
you do
Yeah.
that.
31 radiant total.
Orcus heals again. He flies over the ship, and let's see.
Uh-oh, that means he's coming towards me.
He's coming closer to me, essentially, when he's flying up.
He's coming closer to everyone.
He's making a mistake.
He points a finger at you, Tin, and he says, "Die."
Is that a
how many hit
charisma?
points do you have?
Is that a charisma check or something?
Nope.
How many hits?
How many
does she
hit points do you
86
have?
hit points.
You die.
She dead or unconscious dead?
She's dead. Kyo, your turn.
So Kyo looks and sees Tin, the most fearsome person he knows, fall dead, and there's a long drawn out, high pitched no. Kyo affixes his sunglasses because he's got to be Tin now.
Yeah.
You're taking over the mantle, taking on my responsibilities.
He has to use the sorts of spells he doesn't like to use.
All right.
And I quicken a sunbeam.
All right.
So, as part of casting that, a bright, giant line of light casts forth from my staff and goes straight at Orcus. And the Orcus needs to make a con save. It's,
25.
yeah,
30.
He makes it, so it's half of 68 radiant that he's taking. So half of 21, which isn't that great. But, so he takes, 10?
Yep.
And then as my action, because this is a concentration spell, on my turn, I can use my action to cast forth another beam,
Okay.
which gets me around the whole
That's awesome.
leveled spell and cantrip thing.
Nice.
And he needs to make another con save.
This one is 5 and 7, which is 12, so 22.
Oh, 22.
Yep, 15.
He makes it again because my DC is only 17
Okay.
and half of 19, so it takes another 8 radiant.
Still damage.
9 radiant.
No,
Right?
Yeah, sorry.
It's all right. You shoot forth this beam of light, and it strikes him in the gut and rips through his gut. You see these almost like a head and shoulder arm fall out, and then it gets pushed back in as he pushes his goop back into his stomach, and then you strike him again in the shoulder. He is not doing well. He's rough again.
When he pushes parts of him back in, does it look painful, or it's just very nonchalant, like, oh, get back here?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
I think it's inconvenient for him. Yeah. You almost get the sense of like the magic he wields is the only thing keeping all of his body together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Spell magic.
When you finish your turn, Keo, he starts to cast a spell.
Counterspell.
Is it a cantrip?
Yeah.
That
The auto goes away?
Yeah, it's a level 0.
Oh, okay. So you counterspell, and his other hand looks like it's about to pop off. No, actually, it goes from the dead body of Tin, and it like starts going to attack at you, Keo, and yeah, and it just like, and it like skids across the deck.
Scurries back to him.
It skids across the deck and lands right in front of Bon. It is Bon, your turn.
So would I know that Tin's dead, or would I be like, she's probably just unconscious?
You guys haven't encountered this kind of spell before, so you might think she's unconscious. But I mean, to look at her, she looks dead, like pale gray, not like trying to survive, but
We
looks
saw
dead.
this-
Eyes open and vacant, not like,
Yeah.
oh, I fell unconscious.
I went
we
from
saw
like
this-
standing to just like on the floor a second later.
Yep.
We saw an insta-death back in the caves.
I was gonna say
Way back.
you?
we've
Shit.
encountered it before.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's why.
Okay. Yeah, that's
It's just
true.
for the non-wizardy people might not be as
Yep.
apparent.
Well,
I've seen someone's soul ripped from their body before. Have you?
in hopes that she's not dead, I shoot healing light at her, but it wouldn't have any effect if she's dead.
Yeah.
So I blow one of those. I go, Tin, get back up! Oh shit!
I'm gonna give you inspiration for that. For staying in character.
Okay.
So, good job.
And then I go, this fucker. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Kinian.
Kinian basically from above sees what transpires. He sees that Orcus is like pointing the wand and the tin crumples over.
Mm-hmm.
So, screaming blood rage, barbarian style, Kinian thinks to himself, that looks important, and large-sized Kinian tries to wrestle the wand out of Orcus' hand with contested athletics.
All right.
That thing looks important.
Athletics.
How's a 32 athletics go?
Oh!
Do I get an advantage for being large?
You
Probably not.
no.
For being
He's
undead.
big.
But you do wrestle it from him. That's a +8 on a 9 roll. So yeah, he couldn't beat that. All right. So you spend your action wrestling the wand away from him, and you grip it tight in your hands as you pull it away.
And I stop flying
Oh, do you?
and just fall.
Oh, interesting.
I bet Orcus has never encountered someone like a Kinian.
Yeah,
He's probably
know.
never had his
So-
scepter's wand taken away from him before.
So I probably, if I'm above the ship, I just fall and land on the ship gripping.
yeah.
He would have an op attack to swing at me, obviously. Or if I'm above anything else, I would drop like 600 feet.
Yeah, you fall onto the ship because I said he flew over the ship.
And that's
Yeah, yep. So
that's
you
what
drop.
I'm expecting.
So you grab it, you drop, and you land and hit the balloon, and like start falling past the ropes holding the balloon. And because you're just gripping so tightly, you don't grab out and you fall.
And hit feather fall.
Oh, and you feather fall.
Oh, you see me?
Excellent, nice.
You counterspelled.
Yeah. you
Oh, yeah, I
already
already used my
the-
reaction this
Okay.
time around.
So I'm just falling,
Sorry.
but I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm pissed and
I was thinking
raging.
of slots. I
and-
had the slot for it.
Nice.
Kenny has no idea what's happening. He's just angry and happy at the same time, holding this giant scepter, just falling.
5 points of damage as you fall and hit the ship.
I mitigate a good amount of that. Down to 2 damage. And just like... That's my turn.
Nice.
I did not attack him, so no one has resistance, by the way.
Yep.
And I won't be able to do my reaction to protect you. So, just a heads up.
Yeah.
That was the compromise.
Nice. Excellent. Manette, your turn.
I'm going to shoot him. 30 to hit.
30 hits, yeah.
Nobody next to him.
Nope.
So no sneak attack. No.
Key was like, give me the wand.
Not good damage this time.
No, Kyo's being 10 now, so I have to play like 10. That means like radiant light spells and fireballs.
Yep.
Upcast.
Just radiant and fire in general.
Yeah.
25 damage.
25 damage.
I rolled a bunch of 1s and 2s.
All right. He is looking very rough.
And then I'm going to hide.
All right.
19.
19. Before Asmodeus's turn, Orcus points his like stump of an arm at his hand, and like moves his stump at you, Manette, casting Chill Touch.
Oh, I thought he was gonna do like Thor with Mjolnir, where he comes back.
Oh yeah, that'd be
or
cool.
like
And Kenyon just goes teleporting back.
Kratos with his axe, just like fushoom.
21.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits. All right. That is gonna be 48. 4, 6, 13 points of necrotic damage to you, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls till the end of your next turn.
Then you can't heal if it's Chill Touch.
Yep. All right, and so that was his bonus action now, or not his bonus, that was his legendary. Asmodeus, he's like, you son of a bitch, you're making me use this. And he like rubs his hands together and like breathes in deep and kind of like starts to almost like make himself heave, and he hits himself in the chest, and he belches out this black dragon-like flame from his mouth.
So it's acid damage?
Yeah, it's acid damage. And that's going to hit, and he takes 5d8. 26 points of damage. All right. And that is Asmodeus's turn. Devo, she is going to... she says, Kenyon, use the wand!
How?
And what? You want me to throw
Uses
the wand?
the staff.
You like lift an eyebrow, look at Manette, and Manette's shaking his head and slowly mouthing, no!
Do I get... I don't think I get movement from her call to action,
No, you
right?
don't. Right.
I stand up, and you see like me point the wand at Orcus, and like veins are popping out of my temples, and like you can see like
Just say hocus pocus.
this shit from like my neck is like sticking out, and I'm like, oh! And nothing happens.
That was amazing.
But basically, like, at this point, like, you see Kenyon's, like, normal, like, raging hair like that's flaming because he's raging is normally just kind of like going crazy, but at this point it's like we got green flame and it's going crazy because I'm focusing so hard and trying to cast a spell, but mechanically when you're raging you can't cast a spell. So like Kinian's trying to overcome like the rage restriction, but it's not happening.
He's trying to cast a spell by raging harder.
So it just doesn't work.
But anger isn't what drives magic.
Yep.
I vote inspiration.
Oh,
for
yeah,
that.
I vote inspiration too. If you don't have it already, go ahead and take it.
Hilarious.
Oh, I think I burst a blood vessel in my eye.
I will pass the inspiration to our Rouge shooter, man.
Rouge?
I have inspiration.
I will
already.
pass it to somebody that needs it.
To our red shirt.
I just stack them up. I never ever use them.
All right, so let's see. That was Devo. Orcus's turn. So, from your guys' perspective, Orcus has disappeared, the wand has disappeared out of Kinian's hand, and a swarm of zombies is now on the deck of the ship.
Aww.
You see just off in the distance a red blob flapping away southward.
Like a coward.
Hey, thank you so much for listening. What a fantastic episode. We cannot wait for next week's episode. We hope you stick around to find out what happens next. If you want to find out more about the show, about our characters, or things like that, go check us out on dmstable.com/RWA. DM's Table has got information on how to contact us through Twitter or Facebook or things like that. Go check it out, and we'll see you out on the internet. See ya.